Hey everyone, Mah-Dry-Bread here. Pokemon Emerald with only one Mareep was a very start and stop run. Let's follow that up with a much stronger Pokemon. Today's the day that we figure out, would I be able to beat Pokemon Black with a team of only one Lucario? So this one's a little weird. Lucario is a strong Pokemon, but you guys ask for him all the time, so why not? Lucario is a powerful fighting and steel type, although we're going to be starting this run with Riolu, his baby form. He's only fighting type. Riolu's stats are lower than first form starters, but Lucario's are really high overall, at least compared to what I usually use. By level up, it's honestly a little hard to know what moves we'll actually get from this list, since Riolu evolves by friendship. There's some really cool moves on this list, but I'm mostly excited for things like Aura Sphere after having fainted to it so many times in my Platinum runs. By TM, there's a solid list of moves that we could learn, like Psychic for some reason. Stone Edge looks awesome, although that's post-game. I think Earthquake is as well, although there's a lot of variety here. Like always, I'm writing the script as I go through with the challenge, so all of this part is being written before I've started. Everyone comment down below and guess if I can win or not. I think this is going to be a really fun run, and probably not too brutal for once. That said, Gen 5 usually throws a curveball at me, so I'm sure there's going to be something rough that I won't see coming. Let's explain the rules. In combat, I can only use Riolu and Lucario. I'll need other Pokemon to use HMs, but I won't be allowed to use any of those Pokemon in battle. No glitches or exploits, no items battle, only Pokeballs, held items, and items outside of combat are allowed. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Let's do this. So right off the bat, I use the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Snivy with Riolu so that we can do the whole run with it. Last time we had a Riolu, we named him Aldous, so I think it's only fair that in 2022, we named this one Murdoch. Our nature is quiet, so more special attack and less speed. Attack might have been a little bit better, but then again, Aura Sphere uses special attack. I'm sure this will be fine either way. We already have Quick Attack, Foresight, Endure, and Counter. I'm not sure I'm going to need Endure, but the rest of these could come in handy. So the first couple routes of the game go about how you would expect. There's a bunch of early game rival fights and basic level 5 Pokemon to fight. Right now my top priority is just to use a lot of items on Murdoch, outside of battle of course. It helps raise his friendship, and I want to evolve him as soon as possible, so we can get those good moves. Super simple rival fights aside, our first real fight is against the first gym leader. Our Riolu is a replacement for Snivy, so we have to fight the fire leader. Patrat, still not 100% sure, was a one-shot with Force Palm, and Pansear didn't do much better, getting paralyzed right away and never landing a hit. I feel pretty good having the Force Palm for the normal gym. I don't think I'll get stuck for a while. Cheren was right outside, but his team went down without hurting us too. I don't want to get too overconfident, but I think we're going to have a safe time until at least the bug gym. The end fight outside of the normal gym went mostly well, but a critical bubble beam almost took us down. We hit pretty hard for this early in the game, but we're still frail. Once we get into the normal gym though, we have a problem. Herdier is faster than us and nearly takes us down with, takedown. That powers up Reversal enough to one-shot them, but Watchog is still faster than us and one-shots us with Retaliate, a move that does extra damage if we just made one of his Pokemon faint. And we did. I tried a bunch more times with no luck. Either we'd get hit by Leer right away and Takedown would one-shot us, or Watchog would just take us down. So I decided I'd just fight some trainers in the West first. Feels weird to have to grind for the normal gym with a fighting type, but in fairness, we are really frail. Our speed is low from our nature, and plus, the normal gym in this game is just kinda hard. At level 23, we're faster than Herdier, but we're still slower than Watchog, so we always go down right away anyway. It's alright, I doubt we would have gotten a one-shot anyway, considering we lose attack to Intimidate every single time we try this gym. At level 25, we are still slower than Watchog, and even on runs where we don't take damage, we still faint in one hit because of Leer. I really didn't think that I'd have to grind before the normal gym today. Now, this one took a bunch of tries, but finally, at level 27, we had a run where we paralyzed Herdier so he couldn't hit us or use Leer, so Watchog went for Hypnosis instead. It missed, letting us land a big Force Palm. We went to sleep on the next round, but only stayed asleep for one round before waking up and landing the knockout. Finally, we can make some progress again. So we're in the Pinwheel Forest right now, taking out Plasma Grunts. We're a bit over-leveled thanks to having to beat that weirdly hard normal gym, but we're still using Riolu, so our base stats are pretty low. I figure I could hit max friendship and evolve any moment now, and I'm really hoping to do that because I'm worried about the next chunk of the game. We've got a bug gym that I have no good moves for, a battle with each of the 3 rivals, and the always awful electric gym. I figure the bug gym will probably be fine as long as we evolve first, and the Bianca and Sharon fights usually aren't too bad yet, but the end fight at the Ferris wheel is usually rough, and the electric gym is always brutal if you don't have a speed advantage. I've really got to try and evolve before then. Bug gym time. I gave this one a few tries, but quick attack was our strongest move, and even when we got our health super low, reversal just wasn't doing that much. We couldn't get his first Pokemon to faint. I can't teach it any rock TMs yet, so I think we're gonna have to grind. I mean, I thought we would, but after fighting a few trainers in town, we hit level 30 and evolved straight into Lucario. I knew all those items would speed things up. So we've got Inner Focus as our ability, so we can't flinch. That's pretty cool. Our attack and special attack are both looking fantastic. Our moves could still use some work though. We'll be learning Swords Dance in a while, and that might be great, but other than that, we're left waiting for Aura Sphere at level 51, so I should probably pick up better TMs soon. Let's go do a boss rush. We're back at the bug gym, and this one was weird. Normally Whirlipede spams Poison Tail, but we're Steel type now, so he just keeps using the not very effective Struggle Bug to lower our special attack that we aren't using at all. Is that really the best move he has for Steel types? He went down, but Leavanny was a problem. He has 2 Hyper Potions, and we weren't hitting very hard. We spent most of the fight trading Force Palms and Razor Leaves. I would argue that I got pretty unlucky with how many Force Palms it took to paralyze him, but honestly, I got luckier that he didn't crit me with all those Razor Leaves. One even missed, and that's a 95 accuracy move. I totally could have lost this fight. After he went down, Dwebble was last, but he didn't have anything to deal with us, so he went down. Alright, you guys ready for some rival fights? First with Bianca. Our attack is down from the start from Intimidate, but we still opened with a one-shot. DeWatt used Focus Energy, so we didn't take a hit on the first round, but he didn't go down. A Super Potion helped them hang on, but the next hit got the knockout. Last was Moana? Neither sounds right to me right now, and I was having an awful time with this one. We just keep hitting Force Palm over and over and over as Moana would just keep healing back up with Moonlight. It took forever before Paralysis finally kicked in to keep her from healing. Last was Pansear, who was a one-shot. After that is Charon. He was super easy though, just a one-shot sweep with Force Palm. So we have N coming up, but we take a real quick stop off at the Pokemart in Nimbasa to pick up the TM for return. It won't be as strong as Aura Sphere will be later, but this will be a great replacement for Quick Attack. Finally, we have to fight N before the Electric Gym. We ended up sweeping everything until Sigalith, who actually held on from return despite being 10 levels lower than us. We already have almost 100 attack. I'm really surprised that wasn't a knockout. The battle still went quickly, but I was expecting a little bit more from return. Now for the always worrying Electric Gym. This was kind of funny because originally we were slower than them so Emolga could Volt Switch, but we leveled up when we took down Zebstrika. That slight speed boost actually made us get the speed advantage over the Emolga, letting us get some easier knockouts. Really, I'm just lucky that we didn't get paralyzed earlier. Oh, and before the next route, we got into another Charon fight. Other than some damage from a flaming pig, we took his team down really fast. I kinda like that different rivals are harder depending on the challenge that I'm doing. That's one of the unique things about Gen 5 challenges, I guess. That was a lot of trainers pretty much back to back, so let's assess where we are right now. Our stats are good for now, although I don't know how long we'll be able to keep our level lead. I think that we're gonna need a little bit more move variety soon. I really would love a rock move for the flying gym, but Rock Tomb is my only choice till I have Surf, so we'll have to see if we can get along without it for now. Ground gym time. Krokorok is part dark type, so he was an easy one-shot with Force Palm. Palpitoad managed to hurt us a bit with Bulldoze, but his potions couldn't stop us from taking him out in a few returns. Excadrill is third, and right away he started with Hone Claws, so we just one-shot him. He probably should have just hit us with something and hoped for the best. I mean, he had the speed advantage. And of course, right outside of town is Bianca again. She started with Intimidate, so I used Swords Dance twice out of spite, then swept her whole team. Man, Swords Dance and Return. Maybe you guys just wanted me to have an easy run for once. If so, thank you, because I'm gonna start on a Pokemon Brilliant Diamond challenge soon, and this going quickly means that I can get a head start on that one. My newest game I've done challenges for so far is in Black 2 in that Christmas run, so it's gonna be cool to do one of the modern games. Brilliant Diamond is way newer than Black 2, now that I think about it. Oh my god. I'm jumping from Gen 5 to a remake in Gen 9? Quick, it's Gen 8, not Gen 9. I forgot. Oh my god, everyone's gonna jump on me for that. Sorry, look, math's hard. Right, so it's time to travel through Chargestone Cave. There's an end fight at the end of the cave, but I have ahead of me a much larger challenge than just that. I'm doing another Chimera sponsorship, and every single time I've failed to do it within the 30 to 45 second window that was asked for. Alright, I'm gonna give it a try. Chimera is a website where you can buy significantly better shirts than I sell. They've got their polo shirts, graphic tees, plain tees, long sleeve shirts, as well as some hoodies and jackets. They're also selling pants and jackets and all kinds of new stuff too. In fact, they're sending some of that stuff over my way so that I can get you some beautiful pictures of all the new stuff soon too. Use the code Mah-Dry-Bread to get a discount. Thank you, Chimera, for sponsoring the video against your better judgment. Alright, was that 30 seconds? I have no idea. I'm voiceover MDB. Editing MDB's looking at the time codes. He'll let you know. Back to the video. At the end of the cave is N. Yeah, he was super easy. Kind of always is in the Chargestone Cave fight. Right after that is the Flying Gem. I really didn't want to run into any problems, and her Swoobat at the start just keeps using Amnesia for some reason, so I just used Swords Dance 3 times, then destroyed her entire team. This moveset's awesome, but I'm gonna need new moves by the Elite Four for sure. Using Foresight on each ghost probably isn't gonna work out that well. And of course, there's another Charen fight right after. Again, super easy. Clearly he hasn't been grinding enough. So it's time for Twist Mountain. I know it's way faster in winter, but seriously, I get lost in this place no matter what time of year the game thinks it is. One day I'm gonna memorize my way through, but that day is not today. It didn't help that I had an extra mission this time though. I had to find the TM for Flash Cannon. I needed to replace Foresight. It's only good against ice and rock, but at least it has the same type attack bonus and hits ghosts. I figure I might actually want to get something like Dig or Rock Slide instead, but the great thing about TMs in this game is that they're reusable, so we can always just switch to one of those later if we need to. On the other side, I go straight after the Ice Gym. We totally destroyed his whole team with Ore Spheres since we just learned that though. No problem at all. We're at another travel-heavy part of the game where we're fighting our way through the Dragon Spiral Tower and the Desert Resort. None of these battles are too hard, but it's a great place to keep our level up. I'm not really looking for any more level up moves, but it's always worth staying a bit ahead in levels, just in case you suddenly slam into a brick wall. It'd be cool to learn Dragon Pulse for the upcoming Dragon Gym, and we could always just replace it with Flash Cannon again after, but I'm not sure we're actually gonna need it. Swords Dance in return is a really strong combo. Before the Dragon Gem, we have one last Bianca fight. Stoutland lowered our attack right at the start, but it went down in one Aura Sphere thanks to that using special attack. Simisear was also a one-shot, and third was Samurott, who hit us with Aqua Jet, went into red health in one hit, and then we played the fun game of how many full restores does Bianca have? Eventually it went down and Masharna came out. We actually got crit by a Psybeam, got confused in the process, hit ourselves, got Psybeamed down to 10 health, then we finally landed a hit for the win. That was insanely unlucky. I can't believe we almost fainted to that. Right after is the Dragon Gem. Literally during the gym fight we learned Dragon Pulse, so I used it to sweep the rest of the team. That was pretty cool. And right after that is the last Charen fight. Unfezant starts with the Detect, so I just used that turn to use Swords Dance, then knock him out with Return. Embor probably could have really hurt us, but we one-shot him thanks to the Swords Dance. Simisage was a one-shot, and next was Liepard, who didn't even try for Fake Out this time. One hit did it. Charen was easy, yet again. Okay, let's take a look at our stats before the Elite Four. Well, normally we get to the Elite Four with about 100 to 130 in either attack or special attack. We have 200 attack and 180 special attack. I guess our defense and special defense are a little bit low, so we could still get hit pretty hard, but this is feeling like a sweep or be swept. Make your final guesses on if we can win this or not. Let's do this. First is Ghost Trainer Chantel. It started fine with Flash Cannon taking down Cofagrigus, but we got burned right away, and right after was her Fire-type Chandelure. I kind of forgot about this one, but this means that our Steel type is resisted and they're super effective against us. That's alright, we have the team for Shadow Ball. Let's give that one a try. Second try, this time with Shadow Ball. Now, I gave this one a bunch of tries, but we seemed to get burned every single time right at the start. Cofagrigus went down, but we took some real damage. For Chandelure, I was terrified that it would just Fire Blast us, but our opening Shadow Ball crit for a one-shot. Golurk was third, but he went down in one Shadow Ball, and last was Jellicent. We hit Shadow Ball for lots of damage, we took Burn and Surf damage to go down to only 16 health, then we landed the knockout. I don't like how close that was. Second is Dark Trainer Grimsley. He was a total sweep with Aura Sphere. He hit Fake Out once, but we're immune to Flinch, so it didn't really affect us much. Third is Psychic Trainer Caitlyn. Reuniclus right away missed with a Focus Blast that probably could have really messed us up, so we got a no-hit knockout on the first try. Gothitelle wasted her chance to hit us by using Calm Mind, so she went down too. Masharna hit us with Psychic for a solid third of our health and damage, but she still went down in a couple of hits, and last was Sigalith, who went down in one Shadow Ball. Fourth is Fighting Trainer Marshall. It starts with us building up attack from Swords Dance as we take a huge hit from Storm Throw. That move always crits, by the way. It's a brutal effect. Throw goes down in one return, as does Conkle Dirt right after, and even the Mine Shao that came out third. Last is Sock, who hangs on thanks to the ability Sturdy, letting him Karate Chop to bring us to only 9 health. He healed a few times with items, but we're faster and stronger, so naturally we took him down with enough time. Man, we are still getting hit so hard! So in Black and White, instead of the Elite Four going straight into the Pokemon Champion fight, we actually have 2 end-of-game fights with N and Getsis. We just have to catch a Legendary first, lose the fight, deposit the Legendary, then give it a try with just our Lucario. First, for N. First is his legendary Zekrom. Aura Sphere did great damage, but so did his Fusion Bolt. We took him out on the second hit, but we're just a little bit above half health. Second, it was Klinklang, so I used an Aura Sphere just to see that it was actually Zoroark. Well, next was the actual Klinklang, and he also went down in one hit, so it didn't matter. Fourth is Caracosta, who hung on with Sturdy, hit Waterfall to bring us to just above red health, then he used a full restore. We're faster, so we just kept hitting him until he ran out of healing items and went down. Vanillix was a one-shot with a critical Aura Sphere, and last was Archeops. I was worried that he could hang on and take us down, but Aura Sphere actually made him faint, so we're on to the final battle. Finally, it's Getsis. Cofagrigus is first, and he always opens with Protect, so I used Swords Dance the first round. Shadow Ball nearly took him down, but we lost a little bit of health to Psychic. He did use a full restore, but we're faster, so we took him down before he could ever hurt us again. The pseudo-legendary Hydreigon went down just fine thanks to being part Dark type, and Bouffalant was normal, so he's weak to Aura Sphere as well. Seismitoad was a one-shot with our powered-up return, as was Electros, who really could have hurt us with fire if we didn't one-shot him. Last was Bisharp, but he was just a one-shot with Aura Sphere, giving us an easy first try at the final boss. Well, that was a fast run. Normally Gen 5 solo runs are pretty brutally slow due to the diminishing returns of the experience from lower leveled Pokemon, but when you're as strong as Lucario, I guess it just doesn't matter. I really hope you guys like that run, but I know you're gonna like the next run even more. In 2 weeks, the next Saturday Pokemon Challenge will be up, and it's gonna be a massive one. I talked about it earlier, but in case you missed it, I have some extra time since this challenge has gone by so fast, so I'm gonna use that extra time to work on my first ever Pokemon Brilliant Diamond run. Again, the newest run I've done before this was Pokemon Black 2 for Christmas, which was an awesome run, by the way, the longest run I've actually done in terms of video runtime, in case anyone missed it. I don't really know how my Brilliant Diamond run is gonna go, since it's my first challenge run on the Switch, and I haven't even casually beaten the game yet. But I have some extra time, so let's see. As always, I'm looking forward to your suggestions in the comments, in the challenge request section of my Discord channel, and on Twitter. Subscribe, ring the bell, stay tuned. Now for the off-script outro bit. I'm actually really excited for this Brilliant Diamond run. I started a Let's Play of it where I stream it on my Twitch streams and put it up on YouTube and stuff. There's only one part of that though, because I ended up getting super busy with stuff, and then Legends Arceus came out, which I've also been streaming, and that's been crazy fun. but it's so hard to find time between all the stuff that I have to do and just everything going on in my personal life. And then, of course, the Pokemon challenges take up so much time. I'm gonna be doing a different file, obviously. I'm gonna make a different profile on Brilliant Diamond so I can do the challenge, well, hopefully not deleting the first hour or something of Brilliant Diamond that I've played in the Let's Play on the show. If anyone's wondering, why is there only one part of that Let's Play up so far? More will happen at some point. Sorry, there's a million things going on. You understand. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, I still want that to come back sometime soon because that game's awesome and everyone asks for that one, and I don't blame you, it's just a really good video game. But if you've stuck around all the way to the end, because basically nobody does, and I can't blame you, it gets real boring by the end, doesn't it? But you're gonna get rewarded. There's a secret video on the channel right now. You can find it somewhere. In fact, if you're in the Premiere right now, you'll probably have a link to it because I sometimes post it in the Premiere chat. I've tweeted it a couple times here or there, but there's an unlisted video that you can only see if you see one of my secret direct links, or if you hunt around enough in the playlist section. How easy that'll be to find in the playlist section, I guess depends on when you hear this, on how recent that'll be. I don't want to give you any more hints than that. The video won't be secret forever. It'll be public at some point, but if anyone wants a scavenger hunt, there's an unlisted video that's reasonably new that can only be found through one of my links I've dropped around on the internet, or through the playlist section if you hunt enough. Good luck. If you find it, then I think you'll have fun with it. You won't even know what the video You won't even know what the game in the video is, probably, because it's so obscure, but if you bump into it, you'll probably have a really fun time watching it. I know I had a fun time recording it. In fact, there may be a whole playlist that I'm working on making to go along with that secret video. I don't know. Maybe there's already a bunch of stuff by the time this is aired. Who knows? Because you're listening to VoiceOver-MDB, and VoiceOver-MDB lives multiple weeks in the past. To pull back the curtain slightly, VoiceOver-MDB exists about 12 days before the video airs. Ish. It's not a 100% science. Anyway, I need to get working on editing this stuff so I can get the edit done so that I can get my head start on Pokemon Brilliant Diamond so that if something crazy happens that I don't expect, it won't stop me from getting the run out on time. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.